Hi, I'm Becca.
I'm Tiffany, and we're starting a YouTube channel about the process of making our new Ugly Stepsisters costumes for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yes, we went last year to Boo Bash as the original park versions, which is similar to like these ones. We'll also show a picture of us in our costumes at Disney. Had an absolute blast, but we decided to update the dresses and go with the park accurate current versions.
Yep. And I'm Gisela.
I'm going to be Anastasia again. We're very new to YouTube. We've tried it before. We are very awkward, so
yeah,
we apologize. But we are taking inspiration from Lady Rebecca Fashions.
Love your video, or love your channel. I don't think I've ever commented, but
we watch you all the time.
You inspire us.
So we're going to be giving it a shot and trying to show our process.
I sew and I make dresses, but I'm not professionally trained. I've never had any classes. I just kind of sew as I go, and we make it work. Right?
Yeah. So we'll probably start off. We'll show you our fabrics that we have so far because we have bought some already, but don't have all of them yet. But we've got most of them.
And we actually have to make some of the fabrics, like hand stenciling, sewing on ribbons to get the park accurate versions, because there's no one out there that sells
the fabrics
that they have. So we're gonna have to, like, that's part of the process of this. We're gonna show you how we make those fabrics, and come along with us on the ride to become the Ugly Stepsisters once again. Yeah. So we're gonna start with showing you what we have for Anastasia's fabric and go from there.
Yeah, so for my bodice, we have this one. It's kind of showing up red on camera, but it's more like burgundy.
It's satin.
And then we're going to hand stencil onto this, because this is going to end up being the brocade look. And then that's actually used on wherever we put the other picture. We'll zoom into the, I don't know what they're called.
It's a skirt it's a skirt that goes over the skirt, and we'll layer it with this crepe organza to give the right effect, and that'll have the stenciling under it too. So those are those two fabrics. And then on that overlay skirt is a crushed velvet, which this will go with. And then
this is a bottom ribbon on the base skirt.
On the base skirt, yeah. There's a lot of fabrics to this dress.
When we went to the parks, we actually met the Ugly Stepsisters.
And we took pictures of the dresses.
And they joked that they went to the fabric store and just bought everything. Yeah. And that's kind of how we feel now.
Mm-hmm. And this is going to be her main skirt fabric
that we're going to layer
because it has stripes. Ribbons. And I'm not sure about these ribbon colors. This is just from Amazon when I ordered, and I don't think they're right.
Did not show up or turn up how they looked in the pictures.
Right. But what I'd be doing would be, I'm going to layer them. I'm going to sew them all on here and create the fabric. And then this goes over some of it. It's another crepe organza that's going to go over this fabric, except for at the very bottom. And then the last fabric is another crushed velvet, which is going to go at the very bottom of that main skirt.
Yeah, we also have
that trim is like a crushed velvet trim, or no, just a velvet
that goes
trim.
on the bodice.
That goes
right?
on the bodice, yeah. And I think there might be some other pieces. Yeah, that goes on there.
A lot of fabric.
A lot of different fabrics. A lot of fabrics we have to make. A lot of trims, which I don't actually think we have all the right trims yet.
Well, definitely not the right colors. It's too hot pink.
This is close enough. And this one's almost too purple. But we're getting there. So that's Anastasia. And then I don't have nearly as much stuff for Giselle yet because I don't have the main skirt fabric. So I do have, which I think is pretty close. I don't know if it reads well on the camera.
It's coming out very blue on the
camera. We'll put a picture of Gisela up to show you. Oh yeah, it's very blue on the camera. But this is actually teal. It's a really pretty teal satin, and that'll be her base, which I'll hand stencil and do all that with. And it's also, is this her? Yeah, she has an overskirt too, so that'll be hand stenciled, and that'll be her overskirt. Mm-hmm. And then, I have to remember the picture right now, which I don't. I think she has...
Well, this goes over the overskirt.
Oh yeah, this goes over the overskirt. This is
gets layered on top.
Which again, it's looking very blue. It's not. It's more of an aqua organza that's going to go over that portion of that one. And the only thing fabric I don't have of hers yet is the main skirt portion, because I haven't found, it's supposed to be coming in the mail.
We've been arguing over it. She thinks it's gold. I think it's green.
I think it's more of a gold than it is of a green.
I found a fabric that I thought looked very...
But it was too olive. Anyway, I ordered one. It's coming in the mail. Hasn't come yet. We'll see how it looks with the rest. And I have to give up my perfectionist problem and just go with the flow and make it work. Anyway, I did get the organza that's going to go over that, which I know is yellow because I have a really good picture of her holding it up, her skirt, and it is yellow. So I have a yellow organza to go over the main skirt. And then another crushed velvet, again showing up too blue, but this goes...
I don't know why it's so blue on camera.
Somewhere on her skirt. Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh. Okay, so both of our dresses have, it's a gold ribbon edging on some parts. I can't tell you where right now, but it is there. Kind of a beigey gold. This I think is going to be pretty accurate. And I did get enough for that for both of our costumes. Hear that. And then the same with her skirt, where I have to make the ribbons onto the fabric. I got my ribbons. They are not perfect color-wise. They're close enough, I think, more than her so, that I don't have to buy them again.
Yeah, mine are just too...
Again, everything's showing up way blue on camera.
Actually, these look decent on camera.
That's probably why I bought them. They look like the right colors and they're not the right colors.
Yeah.
And then I have my velvet trim, which I didn't take out of the bag. Yeah, it's velvet trim. It's going to go on my bodice. Hopefully it's the right color and hopefully it looks okay. And I sure look good to be.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. And that's our stockpile so far.
So much fabric.
And okay, a problem of mine, I overbuy fabric just because I'm afraid that I won't have enough or I'm afraid I'll mess up. So I overbuy fabric. But we found a place by us, first of all, that gets it, they have it really cheap. So I can afford to overbuy it. And if I have it, then I don't run out. And especially when we have this hand stencil stuff and make our fabric, I just want to make sure I have enough.
And that's another thing we're trying to figure out how we want to do. We don't know if we want to stencil the fabric first or if we want to build the bodice and then stencil the bodice.
I'm thinking stencil the fabric first and then cut out the bodice from it. If you want to tell us your thoughts.
Because if you look at the pictures, they did try to piece it together, the fabric, but it's clear that they didn't, it wasn't done like the stenciled on the bodice. But I'm just wondering if it might be easier to just make the bodice and then stencil on the bodice. That way you don't have to worry about piecing.
I'm thinking the other way, but tell us what you think. If you have any if you have any experience or expertise or advice for us on these dresses, we'd love to hear it. And
yeah, so thank you for watching and
putting up with our awkwardness.
Hopefully you want to stick around and see how these turn out, because we'll be at Mickey's Not So Scary on October 31st.
Halloween night, we will be there. We're going to do the monorail and do the hotels first and get pictures where we want. And we'd love to see any of you there. Comment below if you're going that night and maybe we can say hi.
Yeah. We need to find a Cinderella.
Oh, yeah. Or our mother.
Yeah.
Lady Tremaine.
Yeah.
So if you're going as one, let's get together.
Let us know. All right.
All right.